There are so many examples in the world where someone becomes successful in achieving their goals and then they fall off. The reason for this is because they don't have any humility. Their ego makes them think that they're better than everyone else and that there's no room for improvement because they're already satisfied with what they have. The successful people who a lot of us admire have humility, which is why they're successful. They're never satisfied with the amount of success which they've achieved, and this makes them humble because they know that they're not perfect, that there's always room for improvement and new levels to reach. People who don't have humility and are egotistical will always answer any and every question which you throw at them. Even if you throw a question at them which they don't even know the answer to, they're gonna answer it anyways because they're afraid to admit that they just don't know. People who have humility, on the other hand, will always recognize their mistakes, and that helps them see what they can improve on as a person. If you're giving advice or sharing your positive mindset with someone else, like how I'm doing with you right now through this video, you have to be able to recognize that you're not perfect yourself, that you're not really all that different from the person who you're giving advice to. Like how I'm giving some of my knowledge to you, like I'm not that different from you. And some of you guys might even be better than me as a person. And it's important to know that you're not all that different from the person who you're giving advice to so that you can improve. You can't be egotistical because first of all it shows your arrogance which just looks bad. And it also means that you can't take things like advice from other people. Even if you look at the people at the top, you're gonna see that they have humility and that's why they stay at the top. If you look at someone like Khabib, the reason why he stayed undefeated is because he had humility. The majority of people, if they were put into a situation like that, they would get complacent because they would fall off right away because their ego makes them think that there's no room for improvement because they're already at the top. Humility is having a student mindset, and it's going to make you understand that there's always things which you can learn from other people, even if they're not at the same level of knowledge as you. The majority of people on this planet will always have more knowledge than you in a certain aspect, so it's always important to be humble in order to be able to take advice from them rather than just ignoring them because you think that you're better than them. A lot of people are so full of pride because you can see that when they're making a lot of progress, they can't take advice from anybody else because they think that they're wiser than the person who they're taking advice from, which might be true in some cases, but again, it's important that you don't let the ego get the better of you because there's always something which you can learn from each person on this planet. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Take care. Peace.